So, I promised you guys I reserved some time today to, walk around, stare at the ground, and talk about the same thing over and over and over. So maybe, we're going to do a little bit of that today. The important thing is that we have our Mountain Dew. Like, that is essential, And when it runs out, when it runs out, it's over. So this is essential. We have to have this. Because when it runs out, it's over, So, we played we played some Death Stranding. And it was pretty fun. And I admittedly hadn't touched the game yet, ever, and I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be a crazy story, but boy, is this a crazy story. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Man, there's a lot of people here today. Yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna do this with all these people here, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, so let's get a hoodie on here. So it's not that cold today. But there's also no direct sunlight, it seems. So what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? See, if I don't take my sunglasses off, then it's going to be over. All right. The eternal struggle of putting a hoodie on in the car. Oh, man. Okay. So, though there's no direct sunlight, it is still bright. We gotta fix it a little bit. Yeah, like it's gotta be fixed a little bit. It can't just be everywhere. It's just one big freaking slop on my head at this point. That's what we're talking about here. It's just one big slop on my head at this point. So anyway, Death Stranding was cool, but obviously, all games are slop, obviously, right? That's what somebody always says, right? Man, there's more people showing up. I'm gonna get ahead of these folks. Oh man, it's over. So we're gonna talk about how Xbox is not dying, and we're gonna talk about how Microsoft will buy everything to ensure that. What you guys have to realize is like not having a healthy competition between the consoles is dangerous. You know, you want a nice healthy competition between PlayStation and Xbox, and then you also want that to exist for PC as well. A lot of people really started looking towards console, and a lot of this started becoming a real big thing when COVID hit, because everybody, we had all those parts that were, you know, essentially just, you know, like we couldn't get them. You know, like we had a shortage of parts, couldn't get them, so everybody was buying consoles. And, you know, that's what we're talking about. Because when everybody's buying consoles and everybody just starts doing that instead of PC, they're like, oh, well, it's basically a PC these days, you know. That's what they say, that's what they think, you know. So that's what we're talking about. The new algorithm bringing people in, and it is dead. You know, because what are we doing otherwise, you know? So, you know, we have this, you know, supposed new algorithm that works better for mobile for right now, and you know, we're gonna talk about that for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Maybe it's a new algorithm, maybe it's a new UI. I don't know. And you know, I'm not saying it's not. Not saying it's not. Maybe it is. No, I'm just saying that other people are saying it. That's all I'm saying. Should I randomly start running? No, I'm not going to make fun of that. Running is a good thing. Okay. Well, that's it, folks. That is the cream of the crop. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about all these people thinking that Xbox dead when they're not. And like I said before, you know, you have your PC players that switched all to console just because consoles these days are all in one. And, you know, we had all those shortage of parts for how long. So, you know, it just becomes an issue of getting caught up with the PC gamers. And, you know, putting the laptops out there, you know, doing what they need to do. I hear people. This is Saturday. Okay. I'll set up here, look out a little bit, and then head back. Okay. There we have it. Okay. There we have it. All right. We're going to head back down. Oh. Yeah, the thing is with Xbox, with the Series X, a lot of people didn't buy it, so they just don't know how it runs. And this is something I was talking to a friend about recently. Just the idea that I might once in a while drop a stream, just gameplay, off of the Series X, just because I feel like nobody knows just what it can do. So I don't know, maybe I'll drop something, just like a couple times here and there, just to show it off. Essentially, for the sake of showing people exactly what the Series X is capable of, because truthfully, every game I've put on that thing in 4K on a 55-inch screen was completely flawless. No frame rate issues. Okay. Hello. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just when we can put a game in 4K like that on Series X, no frame rate issues, and you're easily handling the 60 FPS of the device that you're on, because the console itself can output, I think they capped at 120. So when they're capping at double the average screen's FPS, why are we accepting anything less than that these days? That should be the bare minimum new normal. Is 60 FPS. Here we go. We got I'll interrupt this. So all those cars that we saw, I guess somebody's taking like wedding pictures or something. And I'm trying to avoid disrupting that. We don't. We get on here and we act like fools and do stuff for content sometimes, but one thing we don't do is disrupt somebody's special day. So I'm just going to be hanging back a little bit, be respectful. Not really sure what. Just like we're kind of walking slow at the moment. So yeah, I just want to be respectful that I don't know what to do. I don't know if they're filming something or taking pictures of their life. Being respectful. I mean, it is a park, but still trying to be courteous. Oh man. So the sun is going down. We're gonna have to start wrapping it up because the sun's going down. Yeah, the sun's going down, so we're gonna have to start wrapping it up because the sun's going down. Well, and the thing also to remember is that we'll just keep saying the same stuff. That essentially, when there was a shortage of parts, everybody switched from like PC gaming to they went out and bought a ton of PlayStation 5 consoles, and Switches and all kinds of stuff that essentially was not PC gaming. They were just tired of dealing with the issues of trying to get parts. It really is just an issue of people don't realize that the Series X is extremely good. Starfield didn't help. Let's be honest. Everybody's like, yeah, let's get Starfield in here. This is going to be the new Xbox thing, and everybody's going to love this. And oh boy. So, chat's officially dead. So we're just going to wrap it up. Nobody's coming in here. If nobody coming in here, we're just going to have to wrap it up. Not sure what's going on with this stream. I was told something about some algorithm, which now I can only assume is a bunch of bullshit, because we've been saying a single soul the whole time, except for some ghost concurrents that always show up at the beginning and then leave. And of course they don't like the stream. They show up, know that you're streaming, leave, go tell some other people. They come in, hate watch for a little while, go tell some other people. And this is what we're talking about, When we're seeing other people doing this and they're getting crap loads, more views and stuff doing this, and it's like the content for us, is just that much, the quality's that much better, and a lot of facets, not every single one, obviously, and that's an opinion, but it's the physical quality, so it's just, you have to wonder what's going on there, why me, targeted, yes, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when somebody can do an entire stream for 6 hours, walking around on a sidewalk, staring at the ground, saying the same thing for the entire stream, and then we're out here actually doing it in nature, with trees and stuff like that. And actually, come on, man. Yes. So that's my point, is where's this new algorithm? Where's all the new concurrence? Where's all the we've been here 20 minutes, nobody's in here. Come on now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it up because it's a dead stream. It's a dead shot. We're gonna just have to wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, if nobody's gonna come in here, it's obvious something weird's going on. So, we're just gonna have to wrap it up because, it's a dead shot. It's dead. There's nobody in here. Supposedly there's a new algorithm, and for streaming for mobile, blah blah blah. But clearly I'm being singled out here. So that's not gonna happen. We're gonna we're gonna have all this scenery, and I'm gonna be singled out. You know, I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah, this is just insane. It's like the bride is actually on her way down. I do not want to accidentally get in their way or anything. Oh my gosh, this algorithm. Yeah, okay. Supposedly it works, you know, for you know, mobile, streaming mobile and stuff like that. Yeah, right. Dead chat. Hey guys, hey, what's up? Dead chat. Dead chat. You know, we're just gonna have to wrap it up. It's gonna be this dead. Yep, we're just gonna have to wrap it up. There's no one in here, and you know, everybody else is getting all these concurrents. We're not getting nearly the concurrents. And you know, like we've been doing this for how long? You know, I've been doing this for like a long time. My channel's been around a long time. And you know, it's like where the heck are mine? You know, where are my random subs? Where are my random concurrents? From walking around staring at the pavement, saying the same thing over and over and over. Are you kidding me? You have to be. This is insane. It's just that I don't know what else to say. We're just gonna have to wrap it up because there's nobody in here. It's completely dead. It's a dead chat. Nobody in chat the whole time. You know, apparently other people can just walk around for hours and stare at the ground, and people just think this is like, you know, like I'm gonna stare at the ground. Stare at the ground. Dude, everybody thinks this is great, but you know, we do it, and you know, dead chat, nobody in here, completely ridiculous, completely absurd, you know, and as I said before, when we run out of Mountain Dew, it's over. So I'm about to finish this, so it's about to be over. I mean, it's dead chat. Oh, wait, I'm showing my face too much. I'm sorry. We can't do that, right? Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah, we have to, like, be like this about it. Yeah, that's right. All right, so this is what you do, right? So, like, and again, we're not staring at pavement. We're staring at, like, actual, like, rocks and dirt and, like, the ground. You know, not man-made crap. So, you know, like, I don't understand, you know, the draw. You know, essentially we're talking about, you know, like this new algorithm. No, it's new algorithm. Oh, new algorithm. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. No. This is ridiculous. This is like the fact that people don't get already that this is the result of targeted attacks by hackers, by scammers, to make certain people look a certain way, to essentially drive more hate between certain citizens. The goal is to cause terror. Do you guys understand what fucking terrorism is? Do you fucking get it yet? The goal is to literally cause us to fight each other. So you make everybody think it's this or that. It's YouTube, it's this, YouTube, this and that and the other thing. When really what we're talking about is it's like I said, targeted attacks to make it look like this or that. I think about how often you get a friend request from somebody that you know, and you know it's not that person. Think about how often that happens. Think about how often, just ridiculously how often, the media irresponsibly uses, politics and all kinds of stuff to pit us against each other. Do you not see at this point that we are literally like, there is a whole part of the world that is terrorizing us via social media, and it doesn't just stop with Facebook. It continues into YouTube too. And if there's some idiot walking around acting a fool that is like just taking a dump on the internet, saying nothing except just garbage spewing out his mouth, they are going to love this. They are going to love this. Like, does it take a rocket scientist to see this stuff? Like, it's not hard to see what's happening. It really isn't when you think about essentially what that does and what that causes. That's the point, is other people do become frustrated, like other content creators that have covered him, and basically they have the same sort of thing to say, is essentially that we make really good content all the time. And here's this guy that very obviously just kind of goes around and watches people and scopes them out and just talks about things that they talk about, and does very little work himself. And then when he does stream, he fucking walks around and stares at the ground, looks at the pavement, and everyone's like, oh, he's such a good content creator. Blah, 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 and you don't realize what's actually happening. You don't realize that people, like, there is just so many people that want somebody that bad in America to be streaming. They want this guy to be popular. They want the rest of the world to continue believing Americans are stupid, fat, and lazy. Do you not get the point yet? Okay, this is serious, guys. The point is that it matters when the rest of the world doesn't, essentially thinks these things of you. And so, that's the point, is to literally drive that wedge and to continue terrorizing in such a way that they would want to promote people for doing content like that. Essentially, anytime we do legitimately good content and talk about things that are, that are a problem and that need fixed and stuff like that, then we have problems. That's silenced. I'm not the only one this is happening to. And essentially we have, no views and stuff like that. And then, like conveniently, like when we talk about this stuff, there's like nobody in here. Or there's some interruption in the stream, where like something conveniently happens. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. The reason, I can stream from my desktop because I shouldn't say I'm not an idiot, but I mean, at this point, it's like people have so much information at their fingertips and they just choose to be ignorant to such things. And they want to claim to be, so protective and stuff like that. And it's like, when you don't know about certain things in this day and age, you have to realize you're devolving. So, like, people just need to start, like, looking things up and becoming more knowledgeable. And it's the sort of thing where, like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what's happening here, where, they're doing this thing, essentially to people that they know are very obviously running without protection or very little protection and getting boosted because of that, they are definitely downplaying their streams when they go live from their desktop and stuff like that. So like the people that obviously know what they're doing, like they're probably going to be fine and maybe have some sort of a normal response or something like that. So then like a lot of this just comes about the fact that, like, you know, essentially people just go live. And like a lot of people, certain someone goes live and just starts rambling about nothing. They don't look anything up. They don't research anything. They just sort of kind of go live. And, you know, essentially that's what we're talking about here. You know, like, you know, we're talking about how other people can just go live, stare at the ground, get all these views, looking at the pavement. And here I am sitting here doing the same thing with actual legitimately constructive things to say and talking about real issues and not, you know, making fun a little bit too. So doing sort of the same thing in essence to try to play on that. And you see how it has just like basically no response, nothing. Okay, so like you have to realize that this is very targeted. This is very obvious. This is just like something weird going on with that channel. And you know, it's not necessarily everybody. But like also at the same time, you know, there are reasons why people do the things that they do. You know, they try to trick people. You know, they essentially want people to go live from certain things because they think certain things because they're stupid. You know, that's so a little bit of what we're talking about. Man, I gotta finish my Mountain Dew. Yeah, because once I finish that, it's over. Like, we can't do this without Mountain Dew, right? No, but in all seriousness, I do like showing you guys around a little bit, and you know, just taking you along for the ride sometimes. I do enjoy doing that, because I know that some people, you know, just might like enjoy, you know, looking at architecture or scenery and, you know, like certain areas and stuff. So anyway, I'm about to finish this this Mountain Dew. It's gonna be it. We're gonna have to wrap it up. You know, we're just there. It's a dead chat. You know, so we're gonna have to wrap it up. We're gonna have to wrap it up. The dead chat. So, you know, we're just gonna have to wrap it up. You know, there's nobody in chat today. So, you know, there's nobody in here. We're just gonna have to wrap it up. Where are all the mods at? Man, where are all the mods at? Okay. All right. So, you know, we're just going to have to do some tests, and we'll just have to see. You know, we'll have to run some tests. So, you know, acting like me. All right, we're going to run some tests. We're going to run some we're going to run some tests. Here we go. First test. Ready? All right, first test complete. First test complete. Yep, that was the first one. We're gonna move on to test 2 here soon, but that was the end of the first one. All right, that was your first test. Man, you know, we're gonna have to wrap this up because there's nobody in here today. Yeah, like it's a dead chat, so you know, like we're gonna have to wrap it up because there's nobody in here. You know, just here, you know. So you know, we're just gonna have to just start wrapping it up because you know there's nobody in here. And you know, we're talking about how you know, Xbox is not dead, and you know, essentially it's PC gaming that has to worry, and strategy games, you know, like the RTS style games are about dead. And you know, like that's the style of gaming that has to actually be worried. So you know that's actually what I believe. You know, being truthful with you. And yeah, should we just say all games are slop and trash, and then more people will come in here? Is that what we should do? Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, we'll say all games are like slop and trash, and then we'll get a lot of people in here to hate on it. Yep, that's what we should do. You know, just jump on that bandwagon totally. Yep. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We have a lot of trolls hanging out these days. We've got a lot of hate watchers, a lot of trolls hanging out these days. So you know, we got some new, and we also got some new subs on the channel. And you know, like I'm not saying I don't appreciate new subs and that they're not like legitimate subs, but you know, something weird's going on. You know, just something weird's going on. That's all I'm saying. Just something weird's going on. You know, I don't know. Maybe there is a new algorithm. Maybe there is a new UI. I don't know. I'm just saying something weird's going on. And you know, you know, just you know, something weird. And you know, there's no chat. It's a dead chat. So we're just gonna have to start wrapping it up. You know, we're gonna have to wrap it up since it's a dead chat. You know, obviously, you know, it's all about the views, clearly. Clearly. You know, so, you know, dead chat, you know. Yeah. It's because we're not staring at the ground long enough. Is that what it is? We have to stare at the ground and walk for like at least an hour, right? Is that what we have to do? I did that a while back on a stream. The stream ended with like 16 or 20 or so views. Yeah. Yeah. This is the number. These are the numbers. These are the pathetic numbers that we're talking about. Yeah, meanwhile, you got these guys over here taking a dump on YouTube. You got some of these guys over here taking a dump on YouTube on a daily basis. You know, and like I actually make legitimate content. You know, I mean it's crazy how lately we've been sort of acting foolish and jumping around from game to game with almost no direction. And it seems like that gets more views. Yeah, like this is honestly like this is pretty insane lately. People don't know what they're looking at. Yeah, they don't. They're not watching because they're watching your content. They're watching because they want to be a mod, or they think, you know, they like pranking, so they want to cause a problem, or, you know, like just all kinds of other stuff. You know, that whole pranking sensation is really next level stuff, and it's the sort of thing where like you have too many trolls in this world that want to do things like that. And that's the problem, is a lot of people hang out and chat expecting to be able to just like, you know, kind of be insulting to people or just say stupid stuff. And like, I don't mind, you know, like that, you know, saying stupid stuff and being kind of dumb sometimes and stuff like that. But like, you know, like I just I won't, you know, like you know, the only thing I won't tolerate is when people are you know, like mean to somebody else, or, you know, something like that. You know, unless you know, they come in and act in a certain way and stuff like that, then, you know, like obviously then, you know, it's you can give it right back. You know, I mean, if they're doing it to you, you know, you can give it right back. That's fine. But like, you know, like it's the sort of thing where like I just generally won't tolerate. You know, essentially anybody that seems like they're just insulting somebody. But like obviously, like I don't really care about you know, general nonsense and stuff like that. It's just more like it's kind of funny how we have all this moderation, and you know, there's never any mods, and then at the same time people want to complain about the one mod that is consistently moderating, Nightbot. You know, so it's like, you know, like there's never any mods actually like there to moderate. But then, like, people want to complain about my Nightbot actually moderating. Like, people are so backwards with things like that. They don't get what it's about, you know? And so, you know, like, it's almost like we have to teach people how to be social or something, you know? Like people don't really know how to socialize. So that's the point, is like you have a lot of people that just kind of act like jerks on the internet, and they're starting to realize that you really shouldn't do that either, because you're still talking to other people. And, you know, whatever. You know, I mean, the thing is, it's all gone to shit anyway. And it's kind of obvious to me that this stream is dead and we need to wrap it up. There's nobody, there's literally nobody in chat. It is a literal dead chat. All joking aside, it is literally a dead chat. And at the same time, there's just, we've had a bunch of people cycling in and out. We've had people cycling in and out. Nobody chatting. Nobody hitting the like. Nobody sharing. Nobody doing any of that. Literally just people cycling in and out. And then, you know, like we have somebody else that just walks around and stares at the ground and talks about the same thing for fucking 4 to 6 hours. And that's apparently really fucking entertaining. So yeah. Yeah, I think this is a bunch of bullshit. I think this is a load of shit. I think this is to make somebody look good. I think this is a load of horse shit. I think this is to make somebody look good. And I've been fed a lot of horse shit lately, and I'm getting sick of it. This is to make somebody look good. And the bullshit thing is, I have helped in so fucking many ways. Because he just takes a dump on the internet. And now some of it's getting a little bit better just because now he's getting it. That's the fucking point. But before, like, nobody wanted to even, like, help him. People literally just insult him. Like, I watched this one video where somebody was sitting there with him. And, they were, like, sitting there, like, I don't know, like, what they were at the Grand Canyon or something. Like, I don't know, they were playing some game. And the dude was just, like, mean to him. He was like, he literally just looked right at. He's like, well, you're kind of presenting it, like, badly or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And he just, like, says it right like that on the stream. And it's like, well, why would you say that, though, then, too? You know, like, and then, like, his reaction wasn't the greatest then, too, so he felt insulted. And, you know, maybe it was staged or scripted or whatever. And that would be cool, because that's actually good content. But, like, that's my point, is, like, I just feel like that is actually kind of, like, what happens sometimes. And so you have to admit, you know, essentially when it's kind of obvious that, like, you know, like, essentially you blew up because of this or that. And you know, now you have to learn, you know, and essentially that's the sort of thing where he is like, there a lot of people could have helped him out and could have, like, just been like, well, let's, you know, like I think you should do it like this or something like that, and didn't want to, like, deal with, you know, like, his back and forth banter a little bit. And I got to admit, you know, like, I wouldn't want to either if he's kind of being rude and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. My thing is you know, if you cause drama on a live stream and stuff like that for other people to see, I feel like a lot of times that's the sort of thing where, like, it's premeditated. Like, you can choose not to do that as an adult. So, like, if you're doing it on purpose, it's the sort of thing where it's like, I have to question what you're doing, or, you know, you're not mature enough to handle the internet, I guess. But like, that's the point, is like, you know, I've definitely seen a lot of examples of people essentially just blowing up at him on the internet, and then essentially him having to defend himself, because that's what you do. You're not going to not do that. And so, you know, it's the sort of thing where maybe if people would have approached it a little bit differently, you know, like, you can come from a place of being, you know, correct and saying, you know, like, well, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. You just kind of acted like this. But, you know, like, when people, like, I don't know, I guess freak out or something like that, working with them or something like that, and then something happens, you can't wonder why somebody wants to be defensive. You really can't. But anyway, that wholly aside from all that stuff, like the point is that it's a dead chat, and we're gonna have to get just wrap it up. If somebody else can just get on, and they essentially can just say the same crap every day that they heard this other streamer say, and it's obvious, like, they've started learning more, but really all they're doing is just redundantly saying things that they've heard, and then at the same time, a lot of times they're wrong about the predictions too. So then it's just obvious that it's sort of like they're getting it from console people that don't know what they're talking about, so like that's the point, is like it's almost like he doesn't even really know where to get his information either. So I just I have to question that. I have to, I'll always question the sense that somebody deserves to essentially be a critic when all they do is slam everything and don't spend time actually playing anything or liking anything and proving that they can like and dislike things, because that's what a critic does. If you can't like and dislike something, you are not a critic. You're just doing one or the other, and that makes you a troll. It's just literally just what you are. So you're either a troll and you like games. Some people do that. They literally just go on. This is the reactors, actually. This is why I don't react to certain things. I will flat out admit to you guys, there are some times where I'll hear a song and it's not my favorite song in the world, and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm not feeling good about, like, maybe like this release or something. Like, it's a slower song. Maybe I just won't react to it and I'll listen to it or something like that. It's the sort of thing where, like, I'm not going to sit here and spend a whole lot of time slamming stuff or critiquing stuff that I sort of like, because I do like it, but like, it might not be the most favorite thing in the world. So that's just not great content. Why would I talk about that? It doesn't make any sense. I would rather do something that I think I'm going to like or something like that, and I'm pretty good at scoping that out. So that's just why a lot of times I think that happens. But, like, I essentially, you have a lot of times, when I'm like, reacting to something, like I'll pick something and I'll just react to it and give that fresh reaction, so that way, you guys can count on the fact that it's a fresh reaction. I will not watch something and then that's the point, is like, I really don't want to watch something. I want to give a fresh reaction. I want you guys to essentially see the reaction as organic, I suppose, as possible, if that makes sense. And essentially that's what you get. That's the point, is if something isn't explained enough or good enough, essentially, to get the person on the first try, it might not be the best of things. Whether we're talking about music or games or something like that, it's the sort of thing where, like, if it's a hard sell, it's a hard sell. And I'm a pretty I like a lot of different stuff, so it's actually it's the sort of thing where, like, I can say, all right, this is bad or this is good, because I am at opposite ends of the spectrum. I do like all these different things that you wouldn't expect, and I do appreciate, just like you guys know, I listen to metal, but I also listen to K-pop. Like who does that? People make fun of that sort of thing. Who cares? That's the point, is like, while other people make fun of it, I'll go ahead and sit here and say that I, essentially can listen to all of that music and now can respect and understand music better. And so that's the point, is I can do the same thing with other things too, where that's why I can play more games than other people. Like I can see the value in something, essentially, where somebody just thinks it's crap. well, I can still see value in it, and you know, playing it a little bit and maybe switching to something else. And that's essentially why a lot of times I do sit there. Maybe we'll play a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some games, in my opinion, are meant to be played in short bursts and aren't very good for playing, you know, very long, you know, amounts of and stuff like that. There's this game called Assault Android Cactus. It's like roguelike sort of shooter. It's fun, but I don't want to play it any more than an hour usually. It's fun though. I don't know, just only so long I want to stand there and run around a room and avoid stuff and shoot at stuff. I want to do other things. If a game can hold my attention and has lots of stuff in it, great. But this is what we're talking about. We're talking about a new age of people that just, everyone has ADD. Like literally everyone. Because they don't even read articles anymore. They read headlines. You know, people's attention span is less than 3 seconds. And it used to be about 3 seconds. It's probably less than that now. That's the sad part, is when I was a kid, it was more like 3 seconds. That's not a joke. A lot of people's attention span is quite literally less than 3 seconds. And so you have to understand that when we have these games that don't do a lot of stuff, we don't feel involved. You know, it feels more pointless. It feels like, oh, this is A to B. I have to do this. Now I have to do this. I'm confined to this or that. If you put a lot of stuff in the game and you make it feel like you can kind of go back and forth, a bit more open, you put some mini games in there, suddenly now you have something where when we go back to it, it's not like I'm confined to, all right, now I have to figure out where I was. Okay, now I figured out where I was. Now I have to figure out, okay, all right, now I'm going to run back and forth. I already did this. I already did that. Okay, I got this. I got that. Okay, I figured out where I am, and now I'm about 20 minutes into the game, and I know already what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I'm just going through the motions at this point. And now I've spent 20 minutes just reacclimating myself at the game and figuring out where I was. That, I don't know, maybe I don't even really kind of want to go forward with it, because now it's sort of like, I know what's going to happen. Now I'm just going through the motions, and I already kind of went through those motions and that I didn't want to go through already, just to reacclimate. You know what? Yeah, I'll probably just play a battle royale shooter because I just drop down and shoot people. That's it. Yeah, I get a bunch of free skins and new stuff all the time. Sounds easy, sounds good, sounds quick. Yes, I'll do that. This is why this is it. That's it. This is it. You know, people's attention span is less than 3 seconds. They want to do more stuff. They want to feel rewarded. And when games don't do that, they fail. That's it. You can't have a simple game anymore and satisfy most people's wants. One of the only things, now that's not true. It's not 100% true, and that's actually something that I might spend some time talking about today. I wanted to show you guys a few games that are fairly new, that are pretty simple games. You know, pretty simple concepts, but they're really fun. And, you know, you could have made these games 20 years ago. In fact, some of these games are just remakes of games from 20 years ago. And they're good, you know. And they're simple concepts. So I wanted to spend, maybe we'll spend a little bit of time talking about that today, too, when we do our stream. But the point always is, guys, to bring you quality content that you want to see and draw your attention to the fact. You know, as a PC gamer, you do have the ability to to play more games than most people, and a lot of times you get them cheaper. You got these Steam sales, people. I know a lot of the other companies hate it when I talk about this, but I don't really care. I mean, they're doing it. I'm going to talk about it. Steam has like 90% off sales, like all the time. Yeah, I mean, like the amount of times, I think I got I think it was like Dark Souls 3 I got for like $3 or something one time. I mean, I know that game's not expensive anymore, but I mean, it's Dark Souls 3, come on. So like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about big titles. You get them for like $3 sometimes. Epic will give you a game once in a while, big title for free once in a while, but it's really only once in a while they give you a big one, like around Christmas time. Around Christmas time they give you usually a Fallout game or something for free. Oh, you know what they did this past year? They gave us Guardians of the Galaxy. I now own Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's what I'm talking about. These folks that aren't on PC, they just don't know. And you can just be claiming these games totally for free all the time off Epic. And like that's the point is I literally own Guardians of the Galaxy on PC now. I just own it. I can play it anytime I want because they claimed it for free around Christmas time. And that's the point is you can still do these things. And when we're talking about console, we have to deal with Game Pass and stuff like that. And we don't want to do that, All right, so it's over. We're gonna have to wrap it up. This is a dead chat. There's no one in here. I'm making some good content, making some good points. Quality good content, good points. Nobody's in here. They're cycling in and out. It's literally the people that cycle in and out to learn things so that he can talk about the next subject. I mean, the amount of times, I'm not even joking, the amount of times that I've talked about something and then like he literally just spent 4 to 6 hours talking about like every point that I made. Like it is unbelievable the amount of times that has happened. And I know I keep saying that somebody's like stealing content, blah blah blah. Guys, come on, like how hard is it to watch a stream and then watch somebody else's stream and then realize that they've just been watching this other streamer's content and now they're just making the points that they've made over and over and over and over and over. Elijah, hey, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Thank you. I know you like your tower defense games, and we haven't really played much of those recently, but we're going to play some tower defenses at some point for you, because I know that's what you like. Yeah, I mean, I got Bloons TD6, but like, I mean, I'm a total nerd with that stuff. I seriously, I was the one when Warcraft 3 was out. Like, I was playing, Element TD. I was playing Blue TD. I was playing Yellow TD. I was playing all those malls. And like now I'm still playing Element TD because they got it on Steam. They actually have a second one too. I love Defense Grid. Defense Grid 2 is a great game. Defense Grid 2 might be one of the best, if not the best, tower defense game I've ever played. That one's really solid, and Bloons TD6 is also really solid. But Defense Grid 2 is so good. I can't believe how good the dialogue is. I actually streamed that the one day. You might even be able to find it. I think it's on a stream called like PC Like Games or something like that. The dialogue is phenomenal. It's like funny, and you wouldn't expect like a tower defense. So what? And then you just get this hilarious dialogue, and it just makes it that much better. And the graphics are pleasant. You got cool lasers to look at. Well, what's not to like, Agreed. Thank you. Yeah, Yeah, I'm a total nerd with that stuff. So like, you guys asked me about tower defenses. I probably have heard of it, or probably have played it, or tried it, or something. You know, I don't claim to be the best or anything. But you know, if I'm gonna sit down and play a tower defense, it's a very quick thing for me to figure out. Oh, you know what's another? What's it called? Oh man, Frontiers. It's called Frontier. Man, there's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm trying to think. It started out as a mobile game, and then they started taking off. I have like, I think 2 or 3 of them on Steam too. One of my other favorite tower defenses that I actually sunk about 100 hours into was Field Runners 2. Field Runners 2 is really solid. You know, not like super impressive graphics or, you know, like anything like that, you know, like, but just a really, really good tower defense. You know, there's something to be said about a game that is so good on mobile, people on PC want to play it. And there's a lot of tower defenses that came to PC because of that reason. You know, people really underestimate how much fun they can be when you have a PC, because like, you can get all the stuff on the screen. I'm sure that's probably what everybody wants. They want me to just play Bloons or something and see like all the stuff on the screen because I have a nice PC. I can do that for you guys. It really, honestly, like the Bloons TD6, I'll admit, is really smooth, and so is Defense Grid 2. Defense Grid 2 is really smooth. Like a lot of that stuff, it's not capped, which is kind of nice, because in Warcraft 3, now Reforged does it a bit better, but it's still capped. In Warcraft 3, though, like that stuff will eventually just start glitching around the screen. Like, I mean, it was like 3 or 4 FPS, you know. Now is not so bad in Reforged, but it's still capped, just like any other Blizzard game. That's why it was so hard to play. Like, I loved the tower defenses and stuff people made in StarCraft 2. Like, when people copied Castle Fight, made Nexus Wars and stuff. That was awesome. But, like, it was still capped. You know, like, basically you got 4 people on each side, 4 real players. You couldn't play. It would just glitch out and crash. You know, because they capped it. Like, so, like, because you get too much stuff on the screen. Like, they didn't understand what open source meant for that game. They really didn't. So, like, they failed at that. But, like, really, really cool tower defenses we got out of that. And then that helped remake them, I think, for Reforged, too. Anyway, like I said, I'm a total nerd with tower defenses, so it's the sort of thing that I spent a lot of time playing with a friend of mine. We used to, like, oh my gosh, just like so many hours. Actually, a bunch of my friends. Really, just it was mainly two of my friends and my brothers too. I played with my brothers. They like a lot too, but like, yeah, I had 2 friends that I played it with. The one friend though, I would take my PC to his house and just hang out there for like, you know, a couple weeks when we were younger, and we'd LAN up, just play StarCraft 2 like the whole time, and that's what we would do. We would play Nexus Wars, we would play Melee, but we would play a lot of tower defenses and stuff like that. And yeah, I just spent a lot of time playing Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, and wished at that time we had Reforged. That was why I was like frustrated at everybody's response to it. Like, I admit that it was bad, but like then they fixed it and everybody acted like, you know, like they didn't or something, you know, like I don't know, like it got better. like I get why it wasn't well accepted, and like I get that we didn't get what was promised. I get that, like that needs to go away. But just the absurdly trolled response that we got out of that was just bad. And that's a lot of the stuff that I talk about, where it seems like we get this sort of trolling kind of response a lot of times out of these fan bases that like a game, and instead of a constructive one, if that makes sense. This is so essentially this is a trick. Yeah, they wanted me to stream. They wanted me to do this stream because they know that sometimes we have some issues. Yeah, this was a trick. They also know that I talk more about stuff, so he can just like sit here and steal information instead of looking it up himself. Yeah, I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, I'll be honest with you. There's so many people here. Oh my god, I don't want to park there. Oh my god. Wait, is there an end space? Oh, there's an end space. I'll park there. What are they doing? There's 3 guys looking at the ground. Okay. I don't know what they're looking at. I'll be right back, guys. BRB. BRB. Where should I put you guys? What is this? got myself a Mountain Dew amp. Because, you know, if it's not Mountain Dew, it's over. If it's not Mountain Dew, it's over. I haven't had like a Mountain Dew cherry amp in a while. They're actually looking. Oh my god. It's so good. This is the closest thing that you can get to that original Game Fuel. You guys remember that original Game Fuel, like the red one that had like the halo on it and everything? Like it was for Halo 3, I think. That's the closest. It tastes so close to it. It's so good. And it's hard to find. Okay, we're gonna head back. Doesn't take the long way. We can take the long way. Mountain Dew. Yeah, it really is good, guys. Like, I mean, honestly, I wish it was easier to find this one. Yeah, I'd get that one all the time if I could find it. It's so good. Just the can is awesome. It's like the cherries from Pac-Man. Yeah, we got some Pac-Man cherries. So around here, that's what you see. A bank across the street from a bank. Yep, that's literally what you guys are looking at right there. Across the street there, on the other side of the intersection, is a bank across from another bank. Are we starting to see what's wrong with a certain country yet? Are we starting to see? Oh my god, you have to sometimes just laugh a little bit. A bank across the street from a bank. And this is commonplace, guys. It's very common. It's not rare to see that. There's an ATM everywhere. There's ATMs. Like restaurants you go to sometimes. So we're gonna go the long way, take the scenic route. So we got like a 50s diner here on the right. I actually like this place. Good. I used to eat there with a friend all the time. you know, it was funny. I worked when I worked third shift. I know you guys like probably heard me a million times talk about how I worked third shift at you know, restaurant and everything. But yeah, like I used to close. I used to close on third shift for the store I worked at, and you know, for the couple of years I did that. Hey, Cookie. For the couple of years I did that, I would stop after my shift. I would drive down, pick up a friend of mine, and we would go to the 50s diner there, get some food. I would treat him, you know, just for the company. You know, like that. That's what I would do. Like a lot of the time, you know, like with my friends, like when I'd hang out with them, a lot of times it was just me, you know, saying, well, I got this, you know, and just, you know, just wanting the company. And so, like, you know, after my third shift, I would pick him up, and we'd get our coffee, and we'd get our breakfast, and we'd just hang out and chill and chat. Sometimes we'd hang out, and it was almost lunchtime. Like we'd sit there and hang out for a few hours and just chat. We'd give her a nice tip because she let us hang out there for a while. You know, we're taking up one of her tables, so I'd give her a nice tip. This was before waitresses made a ton of money. See, all right, so I don't know what everybody's opinion of this is. I know this is something that's been going around. Why is Nightbot flipping out, Cookie? Like, what is this? Can you... we'll leave it alone. But anyway, we'll leave it alone for now. Oh my God, what is... Anyway, I lost my chiz. Made me lose my train of thought. Like as soon as you came in, man. Like as soon as you came in, Cookie. Like what the heck, dude? You know what I noticed? Oh, I forgot to tell you this. Okay, so when I watched your stream earlier. Cookie, when I watched your stream earlier, this is what happened. I hit the like, and I was like, oh man, only 6 likes. That's kind of messed up. Why is that? Usually he has more. So I hit the like, and no lie, when I left my comment, after I left my comment and went back out, all of your likes jumped back up to what it was supposed to be. Like it doubled basically. So like I don't know what's going on with these fudged numbers, but again, that's a perfect example of like somebody just trying to make it look a certain way. You know, like they're just trying to make it look like less than what it is. It's not actually, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like that's the point, is like the question is, how many other people are they doing this to? Where people think your stream has like 1 like or no views. And as you know, I've talked about this before, nobody clicks on a stream that has like 1 like or no views. Nobody does that. Nobody does it. So the question is, are they for certain people that we know about, are they upping the numbers where people would look at it and it would look more than it should look? Or is that not how, you know, like that's what I think about, is like, oh man, you know, like what else is going on? But yeah, I just decided to take the scenic route here. I'm gonna stop at home, use the bathroom. We got a ways to go before sunset. It just looks darker than normal, so I might head in and walk around a bit. I was walking around a bit earlier, but nobody was in here. You have no idea. Shit's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It is what it is. I just figured I'd let you know. You know. essentially that's what happened. That's what I saw. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the one thing that, like, you know, growing up around here, riding the bus, it was nice. You know, you can just look out the window and see that. Love it. Those clouds. Humid right now, then have some areas probably go live for that. Sounds good, man. We were talking earlier about how, like, we thought it was a new algorithm. I think that's a trick. I think he wants us to think that. I think it's a trick. Look at this sky. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I mean, it's literally not happening. Like, I spent the first hour of this stream with literally no one in here, no likes. Yeah, that'll be cool. For you. We'll stop right there. There's a view for you. That'll be cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you take your GoPro out. Like I said, I'm looking forward to your haunted places too. I like that stuff. My cousins, like my uncle and everything, when I was a kid, they grew up in an 18th century mansion, and so I'm no stranger to ghost-like experiences and stories and stuff. And so, you know, it's always cool to see and hear about other stories, you know, that others have. How was my walk? It was okay. I mean, we didn't have anyone in here, so I just figured I would take the nice scenic route for you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna stop at home to hit the bathroom, and then we're gonna head back out again if I'm able to. Can't wait to go to places. Yeah. And take a break because of weather in my house. Yeah, I understand, dude. Like, honestly, today, it's like, it's a constant, right now it's a constant 59 degrees. So, like, right now it's not bad. That's why I was able to, like, walk around, but it's been, like, in the 30s and stuff, and I'm not walking around outside too long when it's, like, low 30s. That's just asking to get sick. So we got some Amish farms here. It's pretty much like who lives around me. I live around a bunch of Amish. Coast Cave. Yeah, dude, like, that's really cool. One thing that we have around here that I need to go do again, I haven't been to for, like, since I was a kid, is Crystal Cave. It's like just a famous cave that we have around here, but it has crystal formations and stuff. You can go in there and go for tours, look around, and actually look at, like, actual crystal formations in the cave. It's pretty cool. It's really dark, but like you can take a light in and see and everything. But there's all kinds of rules. And you gotta sign a waiver. It's pretty cool. Yeah, being out about is good too. See, one thing I want to do is see, like, all right, so like one thing I haven't done in forever is we have a really, really, really cool Renaissance fair in this state, and you know, like when it gets warm again, so like our Renaissance fair is so cool. They actually have their own brewery and their own winery, and they make it like there, and you can literally, like, you can go there and literally get a beer for $6, and like the cup, like the glass, like you buy that, it comes with it and everything. Like you get a cup and beer for like $6, and then you can just like refill that for like $3 or something. It's awesome. And so like I that's the kind of stuff, like if I ever did some content, I might consider walking around there asking if I can, you know, essentially maybe just film a couple of the presentations, and then like I would love to speak to the blacksmith maybe about a couple of things and like talk about that stuff. Since I'm into like eclectic weapons, like, you know, like with the Chinese martial arts and stuff like that, I can speak about my knowledge on that and stuff, and talk to you guys about that stuff as we see weapons and everything, and talk about that stuff. And so like I thought about doing content on that too, and thought that would be fun, but I just don't know the rules, and maybe would want to contact them first, you know, just contact them and let them know, and you know, ask permission essentially. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah, that sounds cool too, man. Like whatever, like, yeah, honestly, like like you always say to me, I want to see you having fun, you know, like as long as you're out, like that's I think it's like if you have a lot of stress in your life, like I applaud you for wanting to like go after and like get people and stuff, and like help out and stuff like that. But I'm just throwing it out there that if you have a lot of stress in your life, it's better not to add to it. You know, like it's always good to do that thing that's fun instead of that thing that's high stress. You know, like once in a while you can do that thing. You know, like I'm just saying, like, you know, it's the sort of thing where like just consider like. Well, I'm sure you have. Yeah, like you don't need me to tell you that. I'm just saying, like, you know, for me personally, I consider those things, you know, like when I'm thinking about it, you know, like because I have high stress situations sometimes, and you know, like in my life, it's the sort of thing where like I just have to, you know, itemize what I do with my content stuff. I just want to be doing stuff that's fun, you know. So you know, just speaking on you know, like what I've experienced, I know I prefer, you know, like. If I have high stress situations going on, I just sort of kind of want to make sure I'm doing, you know, essentially content, you know, where I'm having fun, you know, instead of just being stressed out, you know, like about this or that, because that's my content. Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Need to get on more. Yeah, we gotta touch grass, Cookie. We gotta touch grass. Yeah, we gotta touch grass. Actually, I'm literally just going to the bathroom, so I'm gonna back up the driveway. I'll be back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Tried to make that as quick as possible. Jeez, knife. I think the cat just walked under my car. Give me a second. She's fine. She's like right there. I can see her. It's warm today, so she just does not want to be inside today. She does not want to be inside. It is warm. She does not want to be inside today. Does not. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out and coming in here. Cookie, I appreciate you. Lydra, thank you for being in here, for subbing, for joining the channel, for hanging out, commenting so much. I saw your comments too. Thank you. Appreciate all the support from everybody. I know Tyler stopped in too to let me know he's just been away for a bit, you know. I mean, everybody, you know, like away from the channel. I don't know what was going on, but like, you know, like everybody just takes a break once in a while. Maybe you just don't want to be online, be seen in chat, or just chat. You know, like it happens. You know, it's fine. Everybody has their reasons. These things happen. We can move on. You know, the one thing that would bother me is if somebody like starts drama or something like that. I'm just not gonna deal with it. You know, like if somebody comes back and they want to come back, that's fine. You know, like they want to take a break, that's fine. You know, like, but like don't cause drama. You know, like that's it. Just, you know, like that's really what it's all about. Like, I want to be able to, you know, make my content and essentially just focus on what I'm doing. Where am I going? So I'm going to the grocery store today, and that's probably where we'll end the stream. But I decided to take you guys with me. So essentially we're gonna do a couple of other things before I do that. But I do have to go to the grocery store today. It's getting to the point where I should go soon. But I wanted to take you guys with me on my travels a little bit today, and because I know some of you guys enjoy the scenery and all that. I do live in the mountains and woods, you know, and we have lots of cool stuff to look at. Lots of trees, lots of honestly, I think the landscape looks nice around here, but you know, like obviously we saw earlier with the sunset and everything. But somebody complimented some of the buildings and stuff too, like the towns and stuff. To be perfectly honest, it is a historic area. We do have a lot of historic buildings and protected things and stuff like that, even because of, you know, like the historic nature of the building, or you know, like whatever it is. So we actually have like nature preserves and stuff. That's actually where we work. We were on a park that's part of like a you know, like they're preserving the essentially the nature of the area, which I think is awesome. That, you know, like we have a lot of that going on in this area. No sleep. That's, yeah. You know, dude. I don't. I'm glad I'm glad somebody finally said it, because if it's not Mountain Dew, like that's how much I love Mountain Dew. Like exactly that. That you said it, man. That's exact. Thank you. Oh man. You can't even like make fun of somebody. Like you can't even mean somebody anymore. People won't get it. If it's not Mountain Dew, it's Red Bull. Yeah. Oh my God, I hate Red Bull so much too. It's funny. Like Red Bull gives me a headache and no energy too. So like it's annoying. But like, yeah, flat out. I do right now have a Mountain Dew Amp as the energy drink that I got. So yeah, for sure, man, Mountain Dew. Oh man, good to see you, man. Yeah, I love it that much. Red Bull and Rockstar, your go-tos. Yeah, Rockstar, man. Yeah, Rockstar too, as well for me. I've started calling them the Starfield energy drinks because they've had Starfield on the can for like so. I don't know how much they paid for that, but man, that thing has been on there for a while. Yeah, I like the Rockstar Punched. I like Rockstar in general. I really do like them. The ones from Monster that I like it's hit or miss with Monster. I actually prefer Mountain Dew energy drinks. I actually like the Amp energy drinks. We were talking about this earlier. The one I have today is actually one that I really don't see as much anymore. We got the Pac-Man cherries on there, and of course, like I love they actually have the other Mountain Dew energy drinks too. There's other ones now too. Monster Teas. Yeah, I like the juice ones. The ones with the juice. So like what's the blue one? I really like the blue one that's like juice. I forget which one that is, but it's like a pineapple sort of flavor, I think. And that one's really good. But it doesn't. Oh yeah, man, like you have no idea. Yeah, like yep. For sure, man. But I like the I like pretty much all rock stars. Like, there's very few rock stars I don't like. Even the ones with the no sugar are pretty good. I don't with G Fuel. The crazy thing is I like them, but like it's hit or miss. Some of them are really bad, some of them are really good. I like the Dragon Ball Z one, and I actually like the Naruto one. Surprisingly, I like the anime ones. It's kind of funny how that worked, but I think they kind of know their demographic with those things. Feels okay, dehydrates you super quick. So yeah, for sure, anytime you have that fake sugar, it's not real sugar. A lot of that has sort of the opposite hydration effect, because it's it's like a really powdery sort of thing. It's just dry, that substance, that chemical. It's sort of like. Yeah, it's sort of like the same concepts of what bleach does to like your hair and all that. Like it's just powder. So like your hair just gets dry. Yeah. So it's the sort of thing where like you have to consider that chemistry is everything when you're talking about things that you're putting in your body. So yeah, for sure, man, I could see that dehydrates you. I like, if you want hydration and energy, believe it or not, I know that South Park did their Prime, their cred energy drink thing. But surprisingly enough, Prime actually, the energy drinks themselves, they're not really energy drinks, they're called hydration drinks. High levels of concentrated potassium straight into your system, and then, you're getting all those electrolytes and getting hydrated and stuff in the process, not carbonated. Anytime it's not carbonated, you're going to get hydrated more. So that's what I look at, man. Is essentially, just like you said, the teas, less carbonation is, in my opinion, a more hydrating factor. But that all depends. I mean, I'll be honest. I feel hydrated drinking a soda sometimes. And I think people are skeptic of that because so many people don't do that. But what you have to realize is everybody's different. So like when you have a tall person that's built a certain way and then they have a fast metabolism, they have low blood sugar, so there's less sugar in their blood already. Their body pumps everything they put into it really fast and disposes of it really fast. And then they can handle the extra sugar. They probably need it. So essentially, like a clear soda, like Sprite or something like that, would be extraordinarily refreshing in this scenario. Essentially, my scenario. So like that's the point. Is everybody's different. But yeah, like if it's not Mountain Dew, man. You just have acne phase. Oh wow, it makes you break it. Yeah, I know some people experience like a full, like their body, like chemistry starts to, they can't even drink soda and stuff. For me, I actually do notice that if I drink too much water. Or it's the sort of thing where I transition to too much water, I notice that I don't have enough sugar in my system. And I actually do feel strange. I feel, it's like a not less energy, but like less, I guess, stamina, if you will. Yeah, just like almost like the energy will run out faster, I don't know. I guess you'd call that less energy, but it's not really. It's not initially, What's my favorite chip flavor? I don't really like chips that much. I was never a huge chip person, but if I'm gonna eat chips, so like I personally I don't eat things that break my teeth too much. I can't eat crunchy really hard things. I used to like kettle cooked chips, and I used to like the hand cooked kettle cooked chips, whatever. I forget what the one brand is. I know Utz makes some really good chips. I like Utz, but like hers is our local brand. I typically just get the original Hers, the blue bag. That's actually local. We have the Hers factory is local. Yeah, a lot of the stuff actually that like a lot of the brand names and stuff that are like sort of famous. A lot of that stuff is actually like we have like Kellogg's factory. I think that started around here too. That's local. Heinz ketchup. That's a pretty local thing for us. Everybody loves Heinz ketchup is number one. Like pretty much everybody agrees. Pretty much. Yeah, Hers. Like I said, Hers chips. We like Hershey, like Pennsylvania is actually less than an hour. It's about an hour, but with no traffic, you can get there in less. I used to go to Hershey Park when I was a kid all the time, and had season passes and everything. Back when the actual Hershey chocolate factory actually made Hershey's chocolate. Now they make it somewhere else, I think. Maybe Texas, I'm not 100%. But they stopped years ago. I remember when I was a kid, though, you'd drive into town, and just driving into town, you could smell the chocolate. It was amazing. So yeah, lots of famous places around here. We have lots of, like, I think it's it's not Anheuser-Busch. It's one of the big ones, though. I think it's Yuengling. If you guys know Yuengling, the beer company, whoever makes that, they started around here too. Yeah, we like, that's just another town. I think it's Pottsville or Pottstown, Allentown. We have a lot of those towns around here where there's just like factories. Yep, for sure. This is, well, I mean, when you're in one of the original 13 colonies, you're gonna have a lot of stuff that remains, that is like, essentially that core remaining value that essentially, what America started with, what we're built on. That's why you still see a lot of Amish around here, a lot of you still have a lot of actual, like, mills and real farms that actually are independent and not part of that whole corporate game and stuff like that. That's impressive, because that's hard to do, and they do it around here a lot of times. It's done a lot around here, and that's good. Yeah, I always talk about how, like, a big store opens up and it kind of ruins the farm market in the town. So that's sort of what we're dealing with now, where Shady Maple has become so famous now. It's overgrown. Like, yeah, like, that's the point, is like, now that is becoming sort of a bit of a too much of a corporate entity, and now their prices are going up, like, just things like that. So as much as I like them, and like, that is happening even here at this point too. So yeah, like while we were one of the last states to experience one of those big, that big bubble in the economy, it still happened. I gotta get some gas. That's why I just figured I'd take you guys along here. Get some gas and everything. Let's see, live. Hold on. What's my take on religion? Are you more of a fact and science guy? Good question. I need to run in here really quick and pump my gas, but I will answer that question. Good question. I like it. Give me a minute. So yeah, all right. Thanks for the question, No Sleep. Nice thought-provoking little question. So again, the question was, what's your take on religion? Are you into stuff, or more of a fact and science kind of guy? Um, so essentially, yes, but like, do you guys, anybody seen the movie Dogma? Yeah, Kevin Smith movie. Essentially, what they talked about in that movie, like essentially everything like that they established in that movie, like the problems with the modern religion, essentially the idea that there's a God and stuff, and like it wasn't all an accident, it was created and stuff, like the Big Bang was created and stuff, and like all that stuff is a nice concept, and you should leave it at that. But then when we make it more, and we make it this religion idea, and we start saying, let's do this and do this in this name and stuff like that, then we start putting too much behind it. We start getting too involved, and we start making it too much, and it becomes obsessive. And it's if one thing we've all learned about existing and evolving is, there's one thing we've all learned, and you do not evolve, you die. And the way to evolve essentially is to realize that you can't obsess over anything, even religion, or it kills people. And so essentially what you have to realize is that these are ideals, concepts to live by, and you respect it in such a way that it would seem religious. You religiously respect it, but you don't force it on other people, and you don't disrespect what somebody else believes then too. And what I personally believe is essentially like I said, in Dogma, essentially just that people have gotten too far from what the original point was, and it's been retranslated a bajillion times, and people put in what they wanted in and taken out what they didn't want in there, and come on. So am I a fact and science guy? Yeah. So that's the point, is once you start getting into quantum physics and facts and science, and you start actually researching like quantum physics and stuff like that, some of that actually starts proving the theories of religion and stuff correct. So like, am I a fact and science guy? Yes. But that's the point, is that people who think they know science and stuff like that probably didn't get far enough into it, or are too logical enough, there is such a thing, that they don't have enough imagination to theorize the possibility of of another existence, another entity. Essentially, all you have to realize is, at any given time, like we're starting to realize this now because Marvel did such a good job of showing us the multiverse and stuff, but this is how unimaginative some people are. If it's not spelled out for them and put in visuals for them to see, they don't get it. What we're talking about is an entire, there are universes on top of this one. If you're an ant, that's another universe to you. Time moves slower, your perception of time is slower. It will feel like a lifetime for you as an ant. Whereas for us, we live for however many years, and to us that feels like a long time. Maybe it doesn't. And to an ant, same thing. And so it's a time perception thing. This really, for example, we've seen this in science. Basically, what I learned about martial arts essentially is that when a batter is batting, and he's playing baseball, and he sees that ball coming at him, the idea that he can see it, the idea that he's hitting it better or anything like that, it's not that. it's more the concept that essentially over time, yes, he's getting better, but it's more the concept that over time this batter is getting so good at slowing down the perception of that ball coming at him. He's seen it enough times. Now his brain is getting really good at slowing down the perception of time of that ball coming at him so he can make that hit. He could do it blindfolded. This is why, like Donnie Yen and some of those guys that did those kick challenges, it's like a freaking joke to them. Because they really do that stuff that much. So the point that I'm trying to make is that essentially you could have an entire micro universe right on top of this one, and to them that's their whole world. You know, and that's the point, is we could have an entire world right on top of this one that we can't see, and this is a lot of times, you know, and you're going to always get hate when you say this, but a lot of times that Christian mindset is to be very closed-minded and not accept anything that isn't written in that piece of paper printed by man. And so, you know, the concept that there could be another universe, you know, like essentially, you know, another dimension right on top of itself, you know, won't enter their brain. You know, it's not a part of their vocabulary because it's not written and spelled out for them. They won't. But science would disagree. So that's the point, is like you start talking about heaven and hell and things like that, and other and like demons and like ghosts and other realms. You start realizing the possibility of you know, essentially when you get into quantum physics, you realize that quarks exist. There are things at the subatomic level, and that atoms are made up of other materials that essentially are just too small for us to see. So that means probably there's something below that we can't see. And so on and so on and so on. And so the point is, there's entire universes on top of ours. We have to accept at this point, there are entire universes on top of this one. And so science is starting to just essentially prove, you know, that yeah, it probably isn't all a mistake. Is it an experiment? Maybe. Is it a test? Maybe. Life is a test. So, you know, like that's the point, is it, if the idea is to evolve, if all we ever prove to ourselves is when we evolve, we don't die, we get better, we live longer, we do better, why on earth would we want to continue to devolve as a human race? Why would we want to continue being dumber? Why wouldn't we all just go out and be smarter, smart as possible? We can, you know, like why wouldn't we accept new information? Why wouldn't we consider all options? Why, you know? So that's the point, is you know, we are our own destruction. And, you know, that's where I think religion has gotten to, is essentially people cannot set emotions aside when it comes to that thing. They can't be wrong, and they can't set emotions aside, and that's it. You know, you couldn't sit and listen to somebody else's viewpoint on religion and be like, well, all right, yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah. Sure, why not? And then at the same time, still believe in your own. I think that's really close-minded. You know, to think that we can't even, you know, we've only just barely mastered road travel. You know, we can't even master air travel. We're sort of there. We haven't mastered it. Yes, we have mastered traversing the ground. I'll admit that. Who created us? Get the fuck out of here. No, you want to start telling me you know who created us, and you want to start sounding smart. That's all I gotta say. You know, like, start showing me that you accept new opinions and new smarter views, and show me that you have evolved past archaic mindsets. You know, that the sense that we have all these Christians, but then essentially Amish believe the same thing, just the Old Testament. So then what? But then they exist with no power, and so what? So what? We don't go to. You know, you guys get what I'm saying? Like, somewhere along the way, this is wrong. This is stupid, and somebody's missing the point. You don't itemize it like that. That's not how it works. You do the best you can with what you got. Everything in moderation. I mean, how many times, even in the book itself, does the man himself say, you know, stop taking it so seriously. You know, you all need to joke around a little bit and stop taking life so seriously. You know, love each other. Jesus, what is wrong with this road? Look at this road. Like, what is this? Anyway, that's my take on religion. Yeah, well, and that's the point. Is I think any one singular concept is kind of bullshit. Because man is bullshit. Like, man is only just starting to figure things out. We haven't even been here that long. Yeah, they are, man. Like, it's all smooth and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. That's Pennsylvania. Thanks for the question, No Sleep. I appreciate the thought-provoking conversation. I always try to avoid that because I don't like to sit and talk about it when I'm gaming and stuff, because I'll definitely want to, like, be, you know, saying the things that I believe, and you know, like, not any bullshit, and I don't want to feed anybody any bullshit. So that's why, like, it is good to ask me that stuff when I'm not focused on something. But you know, I still appreciate it, because, like, I do think people are wondering. I you know, sure, like, I'm open to you know, things and stuff like that. Just don't expect me to. You know, don't expect me to, you know, like, all right, so a lot of people probably wonder, do I pray? Yes. Regularly. So, like, do I think I have, you know, a spiritual connection? Yes. It's the sort of thing where, you know, like, you either feel it or you don't. And I think part of that too is just feeling spiritual with oneself. You know, like being a martial artist so long, being in the Tai Chi and meditation and stuff. Well, I wasn't raised to pray with an E. I was raised to pray with an A. But yeah, I know what you meant. That's funny though. Yeah, no, I wasn't really. I was raised to essentially to not believe anything except what I want. You know, like, what I figured out for myself, which I think is correct. You know, you shouldn't be misled. This is what I think parents shouldn't do, is they shouldn't force their religion, their politics, and their sports on anybody. All of those things, I think, is so important, because let's be honest, you know, people get pretty crazy these days with sports. They really do. I mean, speaking about a certain person that just randomly had to mention the Super Bowl in the stream and talk about the Chiefs just to say it. You know, it's like the sort of thing where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, sure. And it's like I sit and play Madden with a friend all the time. I've been a Dolphins fan forever. You guys probably don't even realize that. But I don't sit there and like brag about it, talk it up. But it's like that's the point, is like a lot of people do consider that a talking point and stuff, because like if you can talk about the NFL, people like that. But it's like I don't sit and brag about, like I literally do like play Madden all the time. We're probably gonna play soon, actually. Play Madden with a friend of mine and have a good old time. Watching Madden do stupid crap, because Madden is a really poorly made game these days. You know, the funny thing is, Madden used to be really good, and it's just now it's like you have to wait every other game. It's every other game now. All they do is copy and paste the one before it, and then every other game they change the UI and update things. So once in a while you'll get an update, but you know, it's only once in a while. I'm gonna park way back here. This is just like all parked out. There's so many people here. I'm gonna stop and try to read chat. Temperature's going down. I was gonna walk around with you guys, but temperature's going down. It dropped 5 degrees from earlier, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna bother with that. You'd rather watch a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel or something, though, for real, even Magic. I understand. I have quite a lot of Magic cards. I played Magic over the years. I still have a lot of my cards, and like, Jesus, I can't even. Like just this long to park, guys. Like this is what I'm talking. Like this used to be like an old like farm market with like nobody in it, and like this, it's this bad now. But anyway, yeah, I have so many. This is why I got into Hearthstone, and I played Hearthstone in the beta and everything, because I played Magic and freaking love that game. It's still so like just tons of Magic cards and stuff that I need to break out again. But anyway, it's probably time to actually wrap it up there. And I gotta head in, obviously. Yeah, I gotta head in to the store, obviously. Elijah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, I wouldn't have. I would have kept you guys going. But my phone's at like 10%. So like it's more of like a battery issue. I could plug it in, but it's time. It's time. I gotta get this stuff done. This was such a good stream. See you next stream. Thank you. We try to keep it entertaining and, you know, give you guys quality content and you know, like, actually just like be as educational and informative as possible, because like older than I look, or that at least than people have assumed that I look in my life. That's at least what I've been told, and people always assume way younger than I am. So it's the sort of thing where like I think people don't realize that I've you know, lived through a lot of things. You know, I've lived through running a business, owning a martial arts school. I've lived through you know, being a manager at, you know, restaurants and dealing with that, and going to college, and all kinds of stuff. You know, like friends passing away. You know, like I've been to tons of concerts over the years. Uh, Met lots of people, and you know, like I've done a lot, and you know, like that's the assumption. I think you know, like people just they see me and they probably assume you know younger and not very wise. You know, they immediately have that depiction. You know, and it's quite the opposite. You know, I do have a lot of you know life experience with things and yeah, like I've spent all my life building my own computer. You know, like I've always built my PC and you know, kept up with consoles and stuff. I mean, I still probably have a few consoles laying around. You know, like from the old days too that I still have. You know, and the funny thing is a lot of like I still actually use my Wii. That's not that old, but like I still use my Wii. That still works too. Um, I don't think anything older than my Wii would work, to be honest. The only thing, like my PS3 still works. You also use the Wii. The Wii is so good. I mean, I like the Switch too, but the Wii is good. For the Wii. Anyway, um, I appreciate you guys. And it's time. It's time to end. Thank you all so much. We're gonna get out of here. I gotta get going. Thank you, Elijah Cookie, for being here. And no sleep too. Keeping the thought-provoking conversation going. Uh, Appreciate all of you. But thank you guys for being vocal in chat, helping keeping things going. Take care. And like I said, we'll probably see you for a stream here soon, and we'll talk about simplistic. Yeah, I think the theme, you know, the idea will be you know like more simplistic PC games that are newer ish that you can still get that will run great. They're great games, but they're more simplistic. That you don't need all the bells and whistles. You don't need a million things. That's what we're probably going to focus on, and we'll talk about that more. But thank you so much, guys. I just wanted to remind you that that's coming too. After this, it's going to be a busy day for me, but I'm still going to try to pump that out for you guys tonight. Um, and and I'll see you soon. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for coming in here. Take care, everybody.